B-O-X, go!
Faith Family is one of the best schools in Dallas. We're striving to be one of the best schools in the state and the nation. Faith Family is a charter school that's been in Dallas for over 25 years. Our main vision is that we're here to empower, educate, and inspire students to grow.
Los seres vivos comen.
Really, we are a public school, and we're no different in our accountability ratings from any other public school in Dallas. We are basically a public school with a private education because we focus on each child's individual needs and we provide them what they need to be successful. There's basically an extracurricular activity for any kid. Our students, nearly 100% of them participate in extracurricular activities. We've got athletics that we compete in UIL. We compete in drumline and choir and theater.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear.
Having your kid involved in an extracurricular activity gives them a reason and a passion to come to school. The rigor of academics sometimes gets a child bogged down, but it provides them with a sense of belonging, and they learn a lot of grit and tenacity because they have to show up because they have teammates that are depending upon them to do their part. It teaches students to work as a group and to know that they have responsibilities and that others are counting on them. And it helps them mature to be a greater adult. We ask our students to have 100 hours of community service for them in order for them to graduate, and that's just one of those extracurricular activities that all of our students participate in, and it helps them become better people and better adults to make the world a better place, because the focus is not so much internally on themselves but is doing a bigger good for the community.
Hey.
I took a couple of the kids to Grambling State University this summer, and what happened was they got a chance to be around other kids that was doing the same thing they were doing, but also it sparked a new light in them, because now they're able to say, hey, I want to go to Grambling State University, I want to go to Jackson State University, schools that they never heard before, or colleges they never heard before, but now they have the opportunity to have that spark. And that's my whole job. I want to give them that spark to just go further on with whatever they want to do and try to go out there and get as much scholarships as they can doing what they love to do.
Our graduation rate this past year was at 99.1%, where our surrounding school districts' graduation rate's in the mid to high 80s. We have less than a 5% attrition rate throughout the year, so most of our students that come through Faith Family started and they stay here until they graduate. Over 75% of our seniors that graduated were first in their families to graduate from high school, so they're actually first-generation high school graduates. Most of them are coming from low socioeconomic families where over 70% of them are learning English as a first language. If you look overall in the surrounding districts and public charter schools, our students have a higher economically disadvantaged rate than even the state's average. Right now we're educating students in our campuses as a district that are over 90% socioeconomic, low socioeconomic disadvantage. In translating that means less than $40,000 a year for a family of 4. The students that we are working with are coming from families of poverty, and the parents are choosing our school because they want to be able to live the American dream and their kids to be better and more successful as they grow up. Coming to Faith Family, you become a part of a community, and we're like a small school system in a big city. And that sense of community is very important for families that are highly transitional or that don't have a firm foundation in a living environment that some people have where they grow up in the same neighborhood. And so we become the larger neighborhood school for the community of Dallas. A family can move and their students don't have to change schools. They can continue to go to the same school. The whole school ends up knowing the whole family, and so it's a safe place for kids to be. They know that they can come here and they are a part of a greater family, and everybody ends up knowing them and their parents and their siblings.
it builds a family. They learn their teachers, and the teachers learn them from small all the way up to high school.